Fat. I think it said, so he raped you, then you went to make sure he got his cardio up after that?
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I go back to working out.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, I'm not ever the one that's I'm not ever gonna be question a woman about or question anybody about the timing that it came out. Because after hearing someone talk about that openly, I understand it now that you have to be comfortable to talk about that.
Marisha
You know what I'm saying?
Marisha said bitches love making shit up. I've been saying that for the past year.
I've been saying that for the past 20 years.
I'm not gonna call them bitches, but females do love to make stuff up, and then they picture it, and then they act upon it too, like it really happened. Like I'm talking about on some like they cannot have a dog and be like, this nigga killed my dog. Fuck him up. Like straight up, man. I'm living proof of that shit. Like that shit is crazy, man. Shout out to Marisha for that slogan. Bitches love making shit up. I'm gonna put that on the shirt.
And AC said,
"This nigga, man, they gonna tear your ass up in these streets."
I don't care. I'm gonna wear it to court.
And AC,
baby.
that's the end of the show. AC says, so she kept going back.
Yeah, back to have sex.
Yeah, that wasn't rape. That was in a relationship.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, she tried to finesse the nigga. She used the training shit and the sex shit and tried to get money for her company, and it didn't work.
Fat said, "I'm gonna call them bitches." He's stupid, man.
That nigga got discounts for the training because he was smacking her shit.
Yeah,
and that's what it was. She tried to get that nigga the discount so he could pay her on the back end.
He did pay her on the back end. She said he nutted on her back, right?
Speaking of back shots,
man.
Oh, look who's in here.
Who that?
Lovely Payne is in the building.
Oh, I wonder what she got to ask.
She said, and females victimize themselves
all the time.
Man,
let me see callers. If you like to call in, number is 213-618-8961.
You gotta type that in.
Hold on, we have a guest that.
This nigga ain't no guest. This nigga's a part of the shizzle.
What he say?
We you got something to add to this? Nimp? Talking about the AB situation?
You know I would.
Man. That nigga said, you know I would.
And I know one person in particular who I'll piss off by talking to about this.
Uh-oh. Talk your shit.
Talk your shit,
then,
dog.
man.
Talk your shit. Man, come on, man.
No.
This is a different type of episode.
Talk your shit,
Hey, man.
Say no.
I put it like this.
No.
Women women always talking about no means no. I'm more of people say no means no. Fuck women saying if women say no means no. People say no means no. If you do not want to get caught up, take it away from out the situation. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation I was having with AC, over a post, last week or whatever the case may be. I was like, look, bad things happen, right? Mm-hmm. Bad things gonna happen. Sometimes you can't stop that. But you can take away the chances of it happening if you take your way away from certain type of situations. Like I posted before a situation where no means no, right? People automatically assume I was talking about sexually harassment or rape.
Oh, right.
This had something to do with something totally different. Everybody who chimed in thought it was talking about that. I said you need to know what's going on before you respond incorrectly or the wrong way. So I had people call me up or reply talking about my post, where the post was just a spinoff from a conversation I was having with a female and a couple other people, where they was talking about if somebody take you on a trip or a cruise or something, are you obliged to have sex with them, right? So the no means no stem from that, and then it stemmed from where guys ask women for stuff, they usually say no. But as soon as they want something to eat, or they want something, they always ask a guy. And if a guy say no, then all of a sudden the guy is a dog, or he's a trash,
or he ain't a real man.
Yeah, because he told her no. So I'm saying keep your same energy. If no can mean no for women, why can't no mean no for guys? So when I said no means no, when women say it, I think that's bullshit. I think when people say no, keep the same energy. No means no, not just for women. They fall equal for all the time for equal rights and equal opportunity. Why can't we abuse this shit?
That nigga going hard.
That's why I told you we need a message on the message button.
got a lot of
This
built up
nigga ain't
for this
even
shit.
got his headphones on yet.
Oh yeah, my headphones not on, B.
This nigga came in with the shits.
And y'all talking about that girl with Antonio Brown, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch, man. Hey, I don't even know her, but fuck her, man.
You know what?
Think about it. I know I came in the middle of y'all conversation, but let's say Antonio did something wrong the first time around, right? I'm quite sure she tried to go to management or whatever, they'll push her on the rug or tell her she has to be reassigned or quit or whatever the case may be, right? But like you guys were saying, if it happened a second time, then it's on you. Because you can always leave and go apply for another job somewhere else.
What's it say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
But what happens if you fool him again, the third time?
Yeah.
Bitch, you want the shit. When shit don't go your way,
Yeah.
the dude's not gonna leave his wife or he's not gonna commit to you or whatever. All of a sudden, you want these allegations to come up. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I
said.
said.
And I think it's foul. I mean, it gives a bad reputation for the girls who's really crying foul, who bad shit happened to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now I'm all for prosecuting a guy who do something wrong.
Right.
Right. But I was having a conversation earlier with Lil Red. I was like, I feel for the victims who go through this shit, but my stance, whenever we talk about this, is the guys who go through the shit, especially the ones who get wrongfully accused of the shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's when and that's why I said fuck Brian Banks when I was trying to be funny when I was having a conversation on somebody's post before. I was like, we are not necessarily talking about sexual harassment or rape when on this post, but if you want to go there, I was like, okay, you want to make me wrong because you want to make it sexual harassment or rape, then fine, fuck it, fuck every man who did anything, and fuck the innocent who's been accused of shit too. Fuck Brian Banks. Now, if you think I'm wrong about that, then you need to check how you see this conversation going. Because if you only talking about the victims of sexual harassment, I don't give a damn what they saying. If you only go talk about the victims of sexual harassment, my earphones not on.
We got call.
It's the caller.
Oh,
He said my headphones ain't on.
can you have a drink, please?
Wait.
Hey,
No.
give him a back to Spooler.
No rules. You got to back this Booler.
No rules. Who this?
Thanks.
Oh,
You got to be nicer with the
wait,
hands.
hold on.
That wasn't me. That was
Wait,
him.
hold on. We didn't ask Nip. How was your week, man?
Good.
Oh, that's
4 for 4. 4 for 4.
Bang. Everybody having a good week.
I told you, man. That means this episode is going to be epic.
No, wait. I know we're going to get through the show, and my apologies for being late, but they scheduled me a doctor's appointment to go back to work at 2 o'clock. I didn't know it was going to take 2 hours to do it. And then coming from the south part of Torrance to get over here when traffic is coming this way was a bitch. So
We appreciate you for showing up, sir.
Hey, man, it ain't no rules. You can't get written up for being late. You can't get, fired. That shit don't matter.
I'm just saying.
So y'all think that everybody here think that Antonio Brown shit is a bunch of bullshit?
Yeah, I think like I said, this is probably the first time for me to allow myself to be disrespectful to that bitch. So I just felt like from what I just saw right now, even before B showed us the videos, I was just like,
video?
Yeah, I was just like, yo, what a coincidence, like all of a sudden. But that happens all the time when some females don't get their way. And we got some females out here that'll do the utmost,
This is
So,
them together chilling.
yeah, so it's like fuck all that.
And that proves
man.
my case.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
No, keep watching though.
You know what?
She go top him off?
No.
This nigga wild. And according to that video, like I wouldn't even be I'm not even mad at like
Fuck her, man.
Like if they even got into a big fight, prior to this shit, and he did say he hit her with a water bottle or some shit like that. Like, I'm not even mad at that. My homie was telling me something about I still ain't seen it. The David Chappelle stand up when he
Never
says,
heard of him.
Okay, well,
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh,
You ever seen it?
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Oh, because
I was gonna
I
ask
call him
if they said David.
Yeah. You, all right, motherfucker.
You said there's no roof, nigga.
Yeah, I got you.
Bringing the ruckus for you motherfuckers.
I got you, motherfucker. You. But nah, my homie was telling me how like I still haven't seen it. Maybe if y'all saw it, y'all can kind of fill it in. But pause. He was saying something about David Chappelle was speaking on something exactly like this, as far as like, I guess he said something in the skit like, we got these chicks that are coming out 20 years later off of something that he did or something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, when he was talking about Bill, that was Bill.
Yeah. So my thing is just like, man, now you make it to where like I don't even got no sympathy for if you did get hit with a bottle of water, the last time y'all was chilling, because you wait till now. And if it is because who was that I said that, Arista? If it is because he didn't put money into your company, now you want to be like, oh, he raped me, like, and all that shit.
Well, see that now, her doing this, it kind of takes away from my original point. I'm not ever go question a person who was sexually abused when they decide to come out. They have to be comfortable. Like they're not going to come out until they feel comfortable with doing it. So I'm just not going to
disagree.
But this is the shit that makes it fucked up though.
But what she doing is making it fucked up because right now it just seems like all arrows is pointing until getting money.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
I disagree.
when you say something like that, like this is the shit that makes it fucked up. Like,
You want me to tell you what's wrong with that? Because the longer you wait, the more evidence gets erased, right?
Right.
Over time, right?
But does that mean that the woman or that person didn't go through it?
How could you prove it?
Yeah, how
though?
can you prove it? Mm-hmm. Because when you go to court, if there's no witnesses, it's person A versus person B, anything else is hearsay.
You seen what happened to Cosby? They couldn't.
Yep.
It was people that lied. A lot of them people lied about Cosby, and Cosby still went to jail. There's no evidence showing that Cosby date raped old girl, even though he said he did whatever.
He did,
but
yeah.
it could
But
be,
even that back then, that's what everybody was doing.
What I'm saying, as time goes on, people tend to forget exactly how things happen. You see what I'm saying? So your story, no matter who you are, it can change slightly, and that would disprove your case. Or evidence would disappear somehow, or whatever. I mean, you can't get a rape kit 15 years later. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if something is that serious, even if you feel a certain way about it, you need to handle your shit and come out with it.
But I think that's easier said for somebody who's never been sexually abused. We're talking from a perspective of somebody who's never been sexually abused.
okay, let me put it like this: if she would have just got raped once, I would have believed it more.
I agree with you with
Once.
that. No, I agree with you with that.
3 times, you get raped more than once. You was into it.
See, now we got proof. We got proof that she's hanging around them, and she doesn't seem like she's been raped.
She don't
So
don't look uncomfortable at all.
No. So
The
now
nigga-
he has evidence. There's evidence
the
saying
nigga
that
lay-
we chill, we good.
The nigga laying in the bed with some in his briefs with the chick, man. What's that? Yeah, AB, a lot of bullshit.
Who said that shit?
That nigga fat.
But you know what? I wouldn't put it past the Raiders for them to go to somebody like her and say make this claim.
They mad as fuck.
Because they gave away picks and shit. You know what I'm saying? To get Antonio Brown through a trade, and they can't get that shit back because he had no intentions on playing for him.
Hey, now that's some shit. That you know what, you might be on to something right
You
there.
damn right, man.
You might be on to something. That
Right. He really is. On
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
That's what, I think that's what's really going on.
Yeah, man. I can dig that.
And if I was Antonio, nigga, I'll own the Raiders by next season.
Nigga, they look that shit right there. They mad because they lost the picks.
Yeah,
they lost what, $1 million and some change, I think, because they waived that $29 million, so he got $1 million and some change.
right.
And And then he finessed the fuck out
them
them
niggas.
niggas.
Like a motherfucker and put the GM out there like that on the
Oh yeah, called him
on
a cracker.
yeah, you know what I'm
and
saying?
he went to the best team in the NFL for the past how many years?
Man,
and he's guaranteed to win the Super Bowl.
Because
What
that's-
this nigga tell
That's
me?
the team he originally wanted to go to in the first place, right?
Yeah.
There was talks about
The
that.
Steelers didn't want to. It was the Patriots or the 49ers.
The Patriots offered a
we
better
ain't talking
deal.
about the 49ers today.
Shut your motherfucking ass up, nigga.
The
I
Patriots.
can't say shit about the 49ers right
The Patriots offered a better deal than the Raiders did, but the Steelers wasn't fucking
The
with
Steelers
the
didn't
Patriots.
want to trade to the Patriots.
Yeah, because that's their rival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look,
Or it could have been the Steelers that sent this out. We're not gonna just dismiss them.
Could have been.
Who? The Steelers.
Yep. Could have been.
I know because we don't know where
Where's
this.
she from?
That's what I'm saying.
She's from Florida.
Yeah, but shit, where was this shit happening? Was this happening during his opening
Right.
time?
She said last year.
Nah.
Oh,
It
that's
said
in Pittsburgh.
2017
So that's-
and 18.
that's
So it's in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Last year.
She
That's what I'm
might-
saying. Could have been Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. What did she do to work up this confidence to be like, oh, I got raped 3 times. Let me.
Dude, you know what I'm saying? You know, they do a lot for a penny.
I do think it's funny or a big ass coincidence that the allegations or the things get filed now while Antonio was in the news with the Oakland
That's what I'm
Raiders.
saying.
Yeah.
Right.
He on to a new. Look, the way his new shit is set up with the Patriots, he basically will be making that same $30 million that he would have made over there with the Raiders. He's on the way to make that 30 back, so he's not missing it.
Well, and then they said they're gonna make sure that I saw that yesterday. The Patriots is gonna make sure that they sign him long term.
It says Mercedes said, but y'all acting like things can't happen. Granted, she seems to be lying, but there are women who out there who are being raped multiple times by one man.
Well,
we not saying that
we're
they're
not saying, and that's the point that you was making. That's what I'm saying. That's my point of saying. That's why this shit is so fucked up, because when you do have the attention that this shit is gonna get or that is getting is fucked up when it's false.
Right.
And then we have a lot of shit that should be getting attention that's true.
Right.
And it's not. And that's the shit that's fucked up. But it just seemed like the way of the world is like, it's a lot of this, you know, they rather give energy towards bullshit than some shit that's really happening.
This is America.
Yeah, they make it seem like the shit that's really happening is just so common. Like, oh, okay, like it's all right. Like, trust me, man. I know, like the court case that I'm going through right now, like that shit. I've been finding out some shit that is just ridiculous.
Well, let me ask Mark this, man. He said we responding from the viewpoint of people who never got sexually harassed. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been accused of being sexually harassed?
Right.
Nigga, I have.
It works.
I've been through this.
Yeah, it goes
So again,
both ways.
I speak for the man who's been through shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not a good feeling.
And you're not
So-
and you're not wrong, and you're not wrong for standing for that. That's the point
No,
that
I'm
I
not-
try to make
no.
for a lot of situations.
No, I'm not
You're
saying it's all wrong, but you also got to take into consideration that there are women and men out there who has been sexually abused.
But that's the juggler.
But what I'm saying is yes, you've been through what you've been through. But to be sexually abused, we don't know what that person's feeling, the courage it might take for them to talk to anybody about it.
That's true. But same thing though. It go both ways.
Both ways.
It go both ways,
Same
man.
energy.
But this my thing too, though. Okay, look. Okay, say she got raped once. She got raped once by the nigga.
Yeah.
She could have just disappeared after that and stopped fucking with him. Period. No matter if she didn't have to. She could have kept it to herself and said it later. But to get raped 3 times, you went back and fucked with a nigga that
Allegedly.
raped you.
That's why it's
Allegedly.
bullshit.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
Bullshit.
So no matter what it is, she went back and fucked with the nigga because she put bread first. She put money first. So even she was trying to finesse the nigga out of bread because she was trying to get bread for her company and she was working. You could have just left the nigga alone. Yo, he raped me. I'm out of here. Put
Right.
yourself before the bread. She put the bread first.
She put the bread first.
And like I said, I think the only thing she did was file a civil suit. It's not even like a criminal case right now. It's just she's trying to get that bag right now.
That nigga Columbo said he been raped before.
I've been raped before.
I have too.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like
I've been woken up out of my sleep and raped.
Did y'all report it?
Yes, I reported it. and they looked at me like I was a fool. Like, you a man, you a grown ass man. I was like 28.
Do y'all ask women that do y'all ask women that y'all deal with, have they ever been sexually abused?
Randomly, nah.
I mean, like, I'm not talking about random women, like somebody that you like serious
I didn't ask,
about.
but it was brought up.
Nah, I'm about to say the
Came
same
up.
thing. I never asked, but it has been brought up.
I think that's a question that we probably should, for women that we serious with, have a conversation
I mean,
about.
shit, today's climate, you got to ask them that, and have they ever been a man before?
You gotta ask them if they have a penis.
Shit, nigga.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. That shit.
We know by a woman, nigga. We wouldn't even think you talking about a nigga. He said
Yeah, Columbo, we know.
he said he didn't report it.
Exactly. It's not as easy as you may think. Everyone isn't black and white. You never know the real scenario, but then again, that girl out of pocket. That's why I said, like, I don't want to talk about this when we talking about that girl, because like that girl is like the outlier, and is making like Nim said, the woman who's really going through shit is making them,
It's weakening it.
Yeah, like, we're considerate towards the ones that
Really been
actually
through it.
went through it. But and that's my point in a lot of fucking situations. Hey, we ain't talking about that right now. We not. Because we do need to highlight the bullshit.
The bullshit.
Sometimes it's some bullshit. Like, you got the news, and the news show a bunch of drama and shit like that. Sometimes let's focus on let's give a lot of energy to the false. Let's give a lot of energy to the false right now. Like, we get it, but we ain't. The next episode, we ain't on the ones that went through it right now. We on the ones that are allegedly accused.
And I'm totally
or falsely
against
accused.
Making somebody guilty until proven innocent.
Right.
Period.
Right.
No matter who they are.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not the way it's supposed to go.
Right.
So for any, especially the women who's going to just jump on AB talking about, oh, this dude is foul, he shouldn't have did this, he shouldn't have did that. All somebody did was allege that he did something. And it seems like to me that she's lying about it.
Or when you a man and it comes to these type of sexual shits, they always going to believe the woman.
Mercedes said,
I think that's foul.
what Mercedes say? She says, this makes me emotional because females like her really make survivors and true victims look less credible. Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know if Mercedes is hinting towards a situation.
And that's off air.
We get it. We get it. But it's just that we do need to give the same energy to the false, just like we give the same energy to the ones that were in the situation that was fact.
But you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't talk about. A lot of women have the fantasy of being date raped.
What?
They have the fantasy of being taken advantage of and raped.
Is that right?
That's very true. Like,
any women in the message board got a fantasy of being date raped? Now let's cross over.
they not going to admit
They're not
that.
gonna admit it. Because people, I'm not gonna say women, people love to play victim.
Well, let's
if
see.
they get a chance to be a victim, they love to play victim. I think that's one of the reasons why some people don't come out and say nothing, because they want to always just play the victim role.
Well, let's see then. Let's see. Any of you women.
This message is brought to you by Hydro Flask. When you feeling thirsty and unworthy, take a splash, bitch.
Protect yourself. Yeah, like
I'm saying if you want some, you can get some more.
Let's see if any women in the message board or any listeners.
CJ responded to Nimp. She said he's saying it wrong. We want force, not rape. There's a big fucking difference.
So that's like being thrown on the bed and thrown up against the wall.
So rape is just laying her down gently and taking it, or what?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
How can you answer that?
And Colombo said he was about to say bitches.
Allegedly,
Colombo, my nigga. Allegedly, my nigga. Allegedly, my nigga.
Spoke to.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Hey, let's see. Okay, she said, yeah. So thrown down on the bed, thrown against the wall.
Just rough sex, right?
Yeah, women like to be thrown up against the wall with their legs on your shoulders while you eating that shit. Like that.
Yeah.
This is the type of shit they like.
Like, take it, nigga.
Yeah, take it, and they forcefully throw your face in they shit while
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool sometimes.
That's cool. Something. Yeah, that's
I enjoy it.
Well, it's cool. It's cool.
I enjoy it.
Not sometimes. It's cool.
I enjoy
You
it.
know,
It's dope.
if we involve, it's cool.
Yeah.
Would you let a woman throw you up against the wall, put you on her shoulders?
What?
Put me on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck? Wait.
What you doing, man?
Yo, that motherfucker was over there.
Hey, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Man. Nah.
So that's a no.
Nah. Ain't no chick picking me up.
Date
CB4 style.
Mercedes said date rape equals bully. Choose your life wisely.
Yeah, yeah.
That nigga turned into the dummy. Yo.
All right, I ain't trying to focus on rape though this whole episode, man, or even half of the episode, man. This is
But not rape. I mean, at this point, it's sex right now.
or even judging.
Y'all can stay politically correct,
trying
man.
to
I say defending the guys. What's up?
Yeah,
No, I mean it's not. It's not defending anybody. It's just. I mean, no means no.
Look, like I said, hey, shout out, no mean no. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the victims that actually.
This nigga shout out the victim.
Not. I'm not saying shout out. I'm saying.
Wow.
I'm saying.
Wow.
I have a deep feeling for the victims that actually have
The real
that experience.
victims.
The real victims.
Okay.
The real ones. You know, it's sad. That's a sad case.
The real victims is like Black Lives Matter. This bitch here is like she's saying all lives matter.
Yeah, there you go. You
know.
put it like that. But I had a question, man, for all y'all that has been.
This probably ain't gonna be my show with this question.
It's been spinning, and the listeners too, man. Because I feel
Paul's coming up.
I feel like everybody black has. I think everybody black has been through this, and this like I said, this for y'all, this for the listeners. How many of y'all, including the listeners, y'all pay attention, including the listeners? How many of y'all were allowed to answer the word "what" when your parents was calling you when you was a kid?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nigga, I got socked in the mouth saying that shit.
For saying what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Pop.
Nigga, like, don't be answering me. What, nigga? I ain't one of your little friends, and you know what I'm saying? One of your homeboys and shit like that. Why?
Right. Until they try to get some information out of you, then they want to be your friend.
Why is that though? Why?
They say what in the
Let me see the cup.
They say what in the African American community is just disrespect. Like, you don't answer.
So it's
you don't
only
answer
okay
with what. You don't
It's
answer
only
with
okay
what.
if you white, right?
Well, white kids get away with everything.
White kids get away with a lot of shit, man. They cuss out their parents.
They call their parents by their first name.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, but we talking about what though? Like, answer. I felt that shit was funny to me when I was thinking about that. Like I was like, damn. I remember. My thing is, I remember being feared of, like, right now. I say what all the time.
Right.
What? And I don't have the same reaction like I did when I was a kid. But what made me laugh was the fact that I remember for a long time being feared just because I answered with that, and that stayed with me, you know, to like high school, like all that shit. Like the teachers would call me, and I would think twice, like, wait, don't answer this adult with, you know, what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, or my thing is,
You think Lil Jon never had a problem when he was a kid?
what?
Lil Jon.
What?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay. Nah, I don't. As far as I remember, I don't think that was too much allowed inside our house.
What have y'all niggas ever answered with what?
I didn't.
Nah.
Never?
Nah.
Because y'all
I
knew,
think,
right?
I think if I'd answered with what, I wouldn't be on no rules.
You wouldn't be on no rules. I wouldn't know you.
Tasha said she would have got knocked in the next week. Hey, you niggas ever got knocked in the next week?
By my brother?
When you got hit so hard, like you just like,
By your parents?
yeah, anybody.
By my brother?
Well, parents. We'll say parents. Parents ain't never knocked you in the next week.
Nah.
Your parent. I mean, your brother hit you in the next week.
Yeah. Nah. I was waiting on nigga to get there.
What?
Shut up.
Nah.
Jeez
Nah.
Louise. That nigga said, nah. So I don't know if we talked about it or y'all talked about it. Like the worst ass whoopings you ever got. Y'all,
Ooh,
what's the worst ass whooping you ever got?
my pops walked up in my
That's a good question.
he caught me in the 3rd grade dry humping on top of the desk, and everybody in the class was watching me, and he whooped me in front of the.
Wait.
Yeah,
3rd grade.
third grade.
Was that at
Afterton.
Yeah.
You was dry humping on the desk?
I was dry humping in the air. I was standing on top of the desk, and the teacher couldn't handle me, and I had all the attention of the kids.
He was channeling his inner Bobby Brown.
And I was dry humping the air to like Rob Bass. It Takes Two in my head, and my pops was sitting. You remember those? Remember when Atherton had the doors with the square window?
Yeah.
And you can and he was looking through this. You couldn't see his body. You only could see the parent's face. And he was just looking, and I was just dry humping my ass off, and I was on top of the teacher's desk. The teacher was just sitting there like this. And
So she already put the call in.
yeah,
And that's what.
yeah, and I just and
She had a Jerry curl, the teacher?
Nah, it wasn't Miss Lane.
Oh.
It wasn't Miss Lane. And
She had them stock of rulers for you.
Chester Cheetah.
nah, you couldn't get away with that shit with Miss Lane. Miss Lane will
She
fire.
beat-
She'll
she-
fire your shit off.
She beating your ass.
Yeah,
Fuck your
yeah,
parents.
she's like straight up. But nah, he whooped me in front of the in front of my class, and that shit was the most embarrassing whooping ever.
I think
Was that the one that hurt the most?
That hurt. Hell yeah, I still think about that shit to this day.
Not mentally. That shit was it.
Nigga, it physically hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was dry. This nigga, my pops be telling that story to this day. Like I caught this nigga dry humping. Had to fly his shit. He had one of them thick ass janitor belts too.
Oh man.
When he was you know what I'm saying? Like it was, man, had all them holes in it.
I think mine was we had glass doors in the backyard. I mean, in our back house, from our backyard, and I was throwing rocks, and I broke the back window. Yeah, my pops beat the shit out of me.
that nigga couldn't get it out. Like he still feel the ass. Well, that nigga said my pops with me.
Pops beat the shit out of me.
That's when you know it's to this day, right?
Yeah, that was me. That was the last time I was throwing rocks.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ever got? What about you, Nimpho?
Man, same dude.
Same.
I think, there's like,
Nigga said same dude.
we 5.5 years apart. So when you're younger, there's a big difference in what you go through and what the other person goes through, right? So I'm probably 9, 10. He's probably like 4 or 5-ish, something like that. So we get into it. We're playing video games in a room, and I love pissing him off, right? Then playing sports and basketball and baseball and shit. So we get into it, and I want to call him a word so bad, and I'm trying to think of something. I was like, what? And Lottie Dottie is in my head at the time, right? And I just called him. It's like, bastard. My dad called me. I was like, oh.
That nigga called his boss a bastard.
Yeah, I called Marcus a bastard, and I didn't know what the hell it meant.
Oh, you call Marq a bastard?
Yeah, because we were in the room playing games, and my pops called me in the other room. Yeah, he beat the brakes off me, but because I didn't even know what bastard was at the time.
Yeah.
I just knew it from Lottie Dottie.
But is bastard a bad word though? It's not a bad word, is it?
To some people,
probably.
maybe.
To us now, no. But I think when I was younger,
Yes.
yeah.
And plus,
You
we
bastard.
had both parents in the house. That bastard means you don't have a parent.
You know what's funny is, your pop should have beat your ass for calling your brother a bastard.
Yeah, for real. I mean, he wasn't pops. Huh?
Yeah, he was like, nigga, what?
The glasses that came off.
Nigga, I'm here. I'm gonna fuck you up and let you know I'm here.
I told you 12 minutes.
Nigga,
I stopped listening to that damn song too, man.
What about you, B, man? What was your worst ass whooping?
nigga with an extension cord. Nigga, I got my ass with an extension cord. It took about 5 minutes. I got my ass whooping. The cry didn't come out for about 5 minutes. I was just sitting there with my mouth open like,
Oh, that
You ever got-
pause.
nigga.
Pause
You
cry.
ever have somebody tell you go get a switch from outside up the
Yes,
tree?
That's mental.
Yes.
Oh man, that shit.
That mentally fucks you
No,
up.
you know what? I'm about to say that will mentally fuck you up.
That's like walking to the electric chair.
Listen, let me tell you my situation in that. I got fucked up twice because my grandmother told me to go get the a switch.
He got the
You
smallest.
try to get the smallest one. Didn't you?
Well, let me tell you what I did. She said, "Go get the." She said, "Go get. You about to get a whooping. Go get the switch from that tree in the backyard."
Peachtree.
I walked out as slow as I could, and then I seen the switches, and I was like, "All right, Will." I'm telling myself, "You gonna grab a switch, or you gonna hop this fence and leave?" Because I didn't want to get that whooping. That's why I said it mentally mind fucks you. And I hopped the fence and I ran away. And then when my granny caught me, like a couple hours later, I was down the street like playing basketball at the park and shit. Nigga, it was a wrap, nigga. Like, man,
Gates whooped your ass.
it was a wrap. I got my ass beat for running away. She was like, "Don't ever run away from family. I'm gonna beat your ass for doing that, and then I'm gonna beat your ass for not grabbing the switch." And then when you hopped over the fence, you landed in Miss Jackson garden and fucked up her whatever they call it, sweet peas and shit like that. Man, I fucked them shits all up.
You just had multiple violations.
Yeah, it was a wrap, man. It was a wrap.
Y'all think whoopings help y'all as young kids?
It helped me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did it make y'all want to shoot no school up?
Nah.
Nah.
You see, that was the last time I threw rocks.
Right.
I mean, my mom caught me stealing. Was you with us?
I don't think so.
My mom caught me stealing. It was in Target. My mom caught me stealing, and because I asked for a car, and she was like, "I'm not getting it for you." Taking it on my own hands.
Got the Hot Wheel?
This nigga's a thief.
You said a car?
Car like a Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
My dumb ass opened it up in hot.
I'm gonna say, when the hell they start selling cars at Target, man? I'm lost. I was like, how you gonna get a car at Target?
Nigga stupid.
But anyway,
My dumb ass, opened the Hot Wheels inside my mom car. Mom said, "I didn't buy that for you."
You open it in the car? This nigga didn't open it in the store and just put the car in his pocket.
Either way it go, when I pulled it out, my mom was like, "I didn't buy it for you." So ass whooping would have been
Horrible thief. Horrible thief.
Yeah, you deserve that ass.
Yeah, horrible
You take that ass whooping in stride.
Hey, that was the last time I stole too.
Damn.
Oh, let me ask you this.
It's hard for me to go down a toy out now on Target.
According to B, when you said, "Do you think the whoopings help?" Now I know only two of us at this table are parents. Mm-hmm. Mark was actually there when I actually whooped my son. He was 3, and I honestly feel like that whooping. He's never tested me. They always say that your kids will test you, and it's that one little test, like when you out shopping and they feel like they should get something and you don't, and they cry. So me and this nigga Spills, we had both of our sons out at I forgot we was at shopping, and my son wanted a toy and he couldn't get it, so he it was a mixture of him needing a nap and he was irritated that he didn't get the toy, and that shit hurt me to this day. That's the only time I had to whoop him. But I whooped him, and he ain't tried me since. When it comes to when we go out somewhere and he feel like he should get a toy, like I don't have to go through the whole he gonna act like a brat or act spoiled if we go to Target or Walmart and he doesn't get a toy. But he did try me that one time after, like a year before trying his mom, and he tried me, and it was like, nah, and it hurt me. I think I was like. This nigga was driving. I was like looking out the window the whole time because I didn't want this nigga to see me cry.
Hey man, remember our parents used to say it hurt me more than it hurt you?
Yeah.
And you like, man, shut the fuck up. No, it didn't.
Yeah. Now
when you become a parent, you be like, okay, I understand that shit.
Now you know that shit. That's one of the. That's a true ass statement right there.
except for me, man, I'm the heavy-handed uncle, man. I'm gonna start a business where people go pay me to put hands on their kids for acting up.
Man, why people keep calling and hanging up, man? What's up, everybody? Everybody don't they scared to call in.
Mercedes said, "Be glad you don't have a girl. My daughter tests me daily."
Okay, here we go. We got a call. Let's see.
Who that?
No rules. What up?
You live.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up with it?
Who this?
What's up with it? It's Rome. This Steve-O.
What's up with it, dog?
What's up with it, bro? How you feeling?
Man, we good, man. What's up with it, man? You straight?
Nah, I'm straight, man. I had to call up. I was watching y'all live, and I just, chimed in on something you said a little later. And I was like, yeah, all right, let me call in and see what's happening with it, though. What's up, Mark?
What's up, Steve?
Ain't nothing, man. How you brothers feeling, man?
Oh man, we been chilling, man.
Yeah, man. You know, enjoying this Wednesday, man. No rules. You know what it is.
Hey, man, as you said, man, I'm trying to get some hump day, too. 2 titties up and everything else. Ass you know what I'm talking about?
Hump days will never be the same when it comes to no rules.
Hey, man, shit, you know how it goes. Shit, it's no rules called something for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to come in with no rules like I should. You feel me?
I feel you, man. We appreciate the call, though, brother.
Yeah, but you brothers is all right? Everybody good?
Yeah, we straight, man.
Nah, I just had to chime in and, you know, take up a little bit of y'all time for absolutely no reason at all.
Oh, no, you know, it's all good, man. The love is always appreciated.
What's up, though? What's the topic, though, for today? Let me chime in on something.
Shit, man, you got to keep listening.
We're talking about people who call in.
Getting your ass beat by parents.
Oh, shit. You know, I got beat with a 2x4. A goddamn crystal ashtray.
This nigga said an ashtray.
A crystal ashtray.
Yeah, an ashtray. Nigga, one of the ones that stood up. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't old enough to know, nigga, you ain't old enough.
Damn. That nigga said a 2x4 hacksaw Jim Duggan style.
Man, cats are home.
Man, they got hit with that wood.
What?
That
What?
wood, nigga. Mom whooped my ass, nigga, and wrote my name on it. That's how I know the last time I got an ass whooping. It was October 1992, nigga. He wrote my name on it. October 2nd, he wrote my name on that motherfucker.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Mom's over there delivering classics.
Hey, man. Mom's was throwing goddamn Macho Man elbows, supervising me, knuckles, put niggas in perfect places and everything.
You must have stole a bunch of now laters then, nigga.
I didn't do shit but not take out the trash. That was it.
Damn, that nigga. But well, that's the problem. That nigga said I did not take out the trash.
Did not.
Yeah.
He whooped my ass.
Hey, man.
But you know, new school kids don't know that though. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it happens, man. Yeah, man. Yo, we appreciate the call though, bruh.
For sure though. I hit you brothers later though. I'm gonna keep watching y'all live and I chime in if I see something else going on.
For sure.
All right, brother.
That nigga sound country.
That nigga's from Compton like a motherfucker.
That nigga from Compton?
Hell yeah.
From South Compton.
He must be from the farm. Where
That
the
nigga
farm
said
is at.
South Compton.
That nigga sound country as fuck.
Hell no, man. That nigga from Compton. CPT.
But yeah, I think people who don't grow up getting their ass whooped, I think it's they challenge their parents a lot. You know, these people that's not in the inner city. I see them in public challenging their parents a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say what race and nationality they are. You know, you can guess.
Yeah.
You know, these are the ones that's on national TV slapping their moms, bullying their parents and then giving them money. You know, they need their ass whooped. If you don't, I think you have to show some sense of power, or like don't test me. Like, understand this is what it is. If there's no control in the crib, then what could you do?
I see that government trying to take that away. Isn't that the reason why Adrian Peterson got in trouble some years back?
Yeah, but that shit kind of got swept under the rug. Like, I think as far as like when it comes to blacks, see some